The following podcast is only for mature audiences. Hello and welcome back to Lore Folk, a podcast where we riff on all things paranormal. I'm your host, Aidan Kidd.
And I'm your other host, Maddie Barr.
Oh boy, Maddie, I can see everything so clearly now because I have glasses.
Oh, Aidan has glasses. What can you see with your glasses, Aidan?
I can see my Wario amiibo so much more clearly. I can see his beautiful eyes gazing at me while I try to sleep. I feel safe now. I see a lot of things that glasses people say, like, "Ow, guys, wait up, my glasses fogged up," or, "Has anyone seen my glasses?" You know, classic glasses people things.
You got a big storm coming this winter, like literally and figuratively.
Oh no, my glasses got snow on them.
Exactly.
That'll be me. That's me auditioning for myself in the future.
To me, glasses. Every time you go to the eye doctor, you have to be like,
"Oh, like my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. Oh, they're fogged up with my mask."
and if you don't do it good enough, they don't give you a new prescription.
I see you don't have insurance. We're gonna have to make a different sort of form of payment for you to receive these glasses and this prescription.
Oh, I can't wear them at the same time as my mask and my headphones. Oh, God.
Do it with more conviction, boy!
Oh, God.
It's like bursts into tears. Oh my god, and he falls down and his glasses shatter, and now it's like, now you can't even leave the operating room? The testing room, whatever that room's called.
They operate the glasses into your eyeballs. You have to reenact that scene from the episode of The Twilight Zone where he breaks his glasses and he can't read forever.
There was so much time now.
There
was time. Classic.
Anyway, it's time for the podcast. Am I right?
Oh boy,
Podcasting time.
absolutely. If you want to freaking get out of the glasses talk so quickly, Maddie, why don't you give us something to talk about?
All right, I got something spooky for us.
Ooh.
It's a cryptid, but it's also an event. Ooh. Let me tell you all about the Brown Mountain Lights. Ooh.
Mites?
Lights.
Lights.
Like lights, camera action cryptids.
I thought you meant mites, like they were brown little mites, and they were like cryptid lice that got on Bigfoot.
Lice. No, not lice. Anyway. On a dark night in the Linville Gorge area of Morganton, North Carolina, you might witness one of the Blue Ridge Mountain's biggest mysteries, the Brown Mountain Lights. Ooh. Bright orbs said to unexpectedly materialize between dusk and dawn. For hundreds of years, people have seen ghostly lights moving through the valley from certain vantage points in Burke County. This unexplained phenomenon has baffled scientists, government researchers, and local residents alike. The orbs are said to unexpectedly materialize between dusk and dawn and are believed to be ghostly spirits, extraterrestrials, or just mysterious natural phenomena. The Brown Mountain Lights, ooh. They're just fucking lights.
Oh, that was your tag. Okay, I thought that was like you segueing and buying time for the next paragraph or something.
No. You can see them. Like, they're legit, you know? It's not like one person in a truck in the 80s saw it in a forest. You can see them all the time. You can go see them right now. It's on the fucking tourism guide for the Blue Ridge Mountains. So, Aidan, what are these funky little lights?
I'm gonna be honest, I stopped listening the second you started talking.
Oh my god! Aiden! Do the podcast together! There are lights in the mountain and you can see them and they've confounded scientists and
Okay, so there are lights in the mountain, they float around and they're crystal balls. Oh, yeah.
From what I can tell, and I don't know if this is true, it feels like you can only see them from afar. Like if you were up in the area where they were, you wouldn't see them, which is interesting. I don't know. I can't confirm though. I haven't been there myself.
So they disappear when you get close?
Perhaps. You need to go with a
Perhaps.
walkie-talkie and have a friend who's like really far away and you're on the mountain. And then you can be like, all right, I'm here. And they'll be like, I can see the lights. And then you'll be like, let me turn around. And then it's just static from there. Walkie-talkie. Woo.
And they died? What is this hypothetical that you're introducing here?
They dropped the walkie-talkie.
And they died because of the light?
No, they just dropped the walkie-talkie. And then they died. Woo!
Okay. What was any of that? What were you getting at?
I don't know. I'm just saying, I can't confirm or deny if they go away
Are
when
you
get
using the
close.
podcast to write your own, like, little fucking hacky little creepypastas now? What was that?
Maybe.
What are you doing? This is a highly scientific show. You can't do that here.
It's a soft open on my creepypasta website that I'm making. With Squarespace. We're sponsored this week. No, we're not. In the Brown Mountain Lights. What are they? Why are they there? Is it a ghost rave? Are they individual ghosts? What's going on?
They confuse me. They perplex me. They show themselves, but they're a little socially awkward, so they disappear when you get too close. Or you ask a personal question of them from a distance, and they're like, buddy, we're not friends like that. And they peace out.
So they're just shy lights.
I think that they like the mystery of themselves. I think they probably, like, they really want the attention, but, like, they don't care about other people, and they just kind of want this to be about them, so they make a little show of it.
Right. Become unknowable.
Yeah, it's this, unattainable quality that they value in themselves.
So science nor the government could figure out how or why this happens, but we do know what their vibe is.
Yes, of course. And that's what's important. Where was this again?
It's in North Carolina, in the Linville Gorge area of Morganton. I don't think that's a typo. I think it's Morganton, but if it's Morgantown, fucking sue me then.
So the Morganites have this eclectic group of funny little orbs.
Yeah.
And everybody knows that they're there, and yet nobody does anything about them. Or takes it seriously, except for tourism. I think that this might be Maddie, Lorefolk's first hoax. Every other thing we've talked about every time was totally real 100%, but I think that this might just be a tourism thing. Because to be so unabashedly out in the open like that, I think this might be a fraud.
Is this just like a bunch of kids playing flashlight tag at summer camp in the mountains? And
Yeah.
people are seeing it?
And they disappeared because that kid got eaten by a bear.
Oh, okay. So it's just regular mountain spookiness then.
Yes. Bobcats and the whatnot.
Maybe it's like cryptids playing flashlight tag, though. Like it's a bunch of night crawlers and Bigfoot.
Maddie, don't be silly. Why would they tempt fate like that?
If you had so many people convinced that you weren't real and a few people convinced that you were.
Maybe you're right. Because that way they don't have any skin in the game. You know?
Right.
Like, they create this persona. It's like comedy in a sense. They create a persona so that they never have to confront themselves in the mirror when they get back after their set. They're just doing this little shtick, reaping the benefits like we discussed before. And then they're pissing off to some cave or something.
Sure. I totally followed that.
Yeah, Maddie, you did a really good job figuring that all out.
Thank
What an
you.
astute observation and an intellectual take on the situation.
So it's cryptids with flashlights.
Yes,
So it's not spooky, but at the same time, it is spooky, right?
it is.
It's just a flashlight, but the guy holding the flashlight is still a mystery. All right, well, Brown Mountain Lights.
Mystery solved.
Mystery solved. Case closed. Nobody tell the cryptids we figured it out, though, because
Nobody tell them.
It's still, I don't want to ruin the tourism of this city.
We don't want to tank their economy.
This is going to be, it's two ways. The cryptids are going to think that they've got it made, that they have us fooled, and we're all going to secretly know that it's them, but we're not going to tell them, and we're going to think we have them fooled for eternity. We're all just joshing on each other.
And isn't that just society?
This says a lot about society.
Yeah, it does. All right, I have a Reddit post here from XD Cowspect who asks, "Woman says beep, but nobody's there?" I was riding my mini bike on my aunt's farm, and I stopped to take a picture of the cows. I stop, take a couple pictures, look at the pictures, and then... beep! A softly spoken woman says, beep. I turn around because I thought it was one of my sisters or my cousin, but nobody was there. It's just me and about 10 cows, only one being close to me. What's up with that? That's not in the Reddit post. That's me doing an impression of the fucking Jerry Seinfeld parody of the April Fool from Fairly Odd Parents.
Wow. Oh, gosh. That's such a layered reference.
They are.
Jesus.
Yeah, you like that shit?
Okay, so
there's a cow that says beep. All right.
cow says beep.
And it
Can we
sounds like a
just-
woman.
Let's squash the beef here before we get all into the joke of this one. Is it possible that he just happened to accidentally record a voicemail and it was just the woman telling him to leave a message? Or he butt dialed somebody while he was taking his
No,
cow
Maddie,
pic?
that's fucking stupid. It was the cow that said beep.
Okay, is it possible that the cow has a cell phone in one of its many stomachs and the cow accidentally butt dialed someone or stomach dialed somebody and that phone was telling him to leave a message?
Is it possible that Ace Ventura Jr. is inside that cow just like his father was inside that rhinoceros? Because as we all know, it has to be Ace Ventura Jr. given that Ace Ventura has passed away as of the time of the events of Ace Ventura Jr.
Is it possible that anybody could be inside of this cow and the only feature that's working on the phone still is the voicemail feature?
If there was a person inside this cow, why wouldn't they just be the one that said beep? Why do they have to have a voicemail recording of someone else saying beep?
Maybe they were just saying beep. And you know what? Let's all put ourselves inside of the cow here.
Okay.
Get inside of the cow in your mind and also physically.
The mind cow, of course, we've all seen it.
If you were in a cow, like, bestie, that's so awkward. Like, ooh. I'm in a cow. Like, how are you supposed to explain to someone? Like, I don't want to get into it. Like, how did I get in the cow? Why am I still in the cow? How am I alive? Which stomach am I in? Like, I just want to get out of the fucking cow. So maybe, you know when somebody walks into your bathroom stall and you can't think of anything to say? Like, you can't just be an adult and be like, someone's in here. You're like, oh, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe this is like that. They just said beep. They don't know what to do. They're stuck inside of a cow and it's like really awkward for them and they just want to get out. So they're like, what's something really...
Oh shit, he found my cow.
What's something really chill and covert and super not awkward that like a regular person would say if they were stuck in a cow? Beep?
Beep? Perchance? So, I think what this is, I think you're right. I think that this is some kind of alien. They are very fascinated by cows. They're always abducting them. I imagine that this is an alien inside either a real cow and they're just fucking, I don't know, harvesting organs in there, Tauntaun style, or they are in like some sort of robot cow apparatus.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this is an alien doing cow research.
You know, they say that you're more likely to die by being stepped on by a cow than you are to be killed in a shark attack. Is it possible that a lot of the missing persons from those infamous cow steppings are somehow finding their way inside the cow?
Sorry, I'm just caught up on this statistic. Like, you you don't know my fucking life. What if I lived near the ocean and not near a cow? Am I still more likely to get stepped on by a cow?
Oh,
I don't think
we
so.
can play with the semantics and the
That sounds-
statistics and the logistics another time. That's not
What if I'm
important.
a fish? Okay, whatever. Anyway, yes, I think it's a possibility. How do you get in the cow? Is it like, I'm gonna make a theater reference here? Are these like Into the Woods milky white puppet cows? Because those things can unhinge their jaws and fit many a prop inside. So maybe it's something like that.
I think it's more so, perhaps the aliens inside their robot cow are protecting us from these cows that can unhinge their jaws like anacondas. And that's why people don't do like cow tippings anymore. Is because we've lost too many young men too soon to the jaws of the great cow. And so the aliens came down, it's like the humans can't fucking protect themselves. So they built their robot cow, Ace Ventura, it's rhinoceros apparatus, robot things, whatever. And they're like, we're gonna say beep and we're gonna freak these people out to keep them away. and so that they don't fall into the massive evil jaws of cows.
They kind of fucked up because beep is, if you hear beep from a cow, it's weird enough that you're going to pay attention.
Exactly, but that's the point. They want to be discreet about it. They want to be subtle. They want to save our lives, but they want to retain the sort of secrecy of the cows. Perhaps the cows are alien in origin as well, and that they keep them here on Earth as a way to keep them around because they don't have a planet anymore or something like that.
Aliens don't have a planet that's habitable to cows. So
exactly.
We're just their fucking cow corral, our whole planet.
That's the whole reason that human beings are allowed to stay alive. We would have been, like, galactically nuked generations ago if that wasn't the case.
We do maintain, like, quite a pleasant living for cows. Don't get into the meatpacking industry. I don't care about that. That's irrelevant.
I was like, that is so horribly not true.
When we are nice to cows, right? Also, I'm not defending the meatpacking industry. They're gross.
No,
but I'm just saying, when we are nice to cows, we go hard. Like, I've seen videos of people and they're like, here's my cow. I blow dried it. Here's my cow. It has a giant robot arm with a brush for it to, like, run around on. Here's my cow. I'm brushing different oils and salves onto its nose and its hooves so it looks good. Like, our planet is a cow spa.
Yeah.
And that's what the aliens have left them here for. To get pampered.
Earth is just an intergalactic cow spa. Title of the episode, am I right? When I did that, I pushed my glasses up like I'm an anime guy saying something like...
Isn't that so fun and powerful? You couldn't do that before.
You fell for my trap card. You fell for my faux cow.
Mm-hmm. Or when you're saying something and you want to be really smart, you can, like, take your glasses off and slowly polish them with your shirt. You've unlocked so many fun new character traits, Aidan. You could be so annoying. You could be so condescending now. I'm so happy for you.
All right, here we are in the ad break. It's the part of the show where we do fake ads because nobody is paying us to do this, but we like to pretend like they are. But we also plug our shit. Maddie, plug some shit.
We've got a Patreon. You can join us over there if you'd like. And if you do, you can unlock access to the music from the show, Aidan's animation process, exclusive playthroughs, and more. And if you join above $5, we'll put your name in the YouTube version of every episode. I feel like we never mentioned that, but it's a neat perk, and it's only $5. So head on over to our Patreon and check us out there. It's the best way to support the show and make sure we can keep doing it. Woo!
Also, I have a webcomic. It's out by the time that this episode goes out. And also right now as we're recording the episode. I don't know why I said it like that. It's called Wizard Council. It's about wizards and grandmas.
Check it out. It's really good.
There's a lot of grandmas, a lot of grandma-based content. You want a grandma? Guess what? There's like 1 billion grandmas in this comic. You think your other comics have that many grandmas? Iron Man doesn't have that many grandmas.
You're going for a niche grandma market?
I am going for a grandma-based market. They're looking for that grandma representation.
I don't feel like grandmas are represented enough in society. So, you know what? Good for you.
Yeah.
And good for grandmas.
Good for grandmas.
Maybe if people make, like, fan art of your webcomic, it'll be cross-stitched. That'd be cool.
Oh, that'd actually be cute.
Aidan, give us an ad.
Hi, I'm Margaret, and I have a new product for you today. It's called Maybe It's Margaret. You know how the thing that maybe it's Maybelline? Well, now it's Margaret, okay? It's a brand new delightful product. What is it? It's Margaret. And listen, you might think, why is this lady hijacking Maybe It's Maybelline? But you know what? I'm going through that, and I need something for Margaret. Margaret needs something for Margaret, okay? We've all had a year, all right? And I need this. I gotta take my kids to school, And they're always hounding me about buying the new Super Smash Bros. DLC. I don't know what a Kingdom Hearts even is. Who's a Sora? It's so insufferable. And I just need something from Margaret. Because I couldn't have all the boxed wine from Margaret. Because people kept making me stop. And that's just what I am now. Maybe I am Margaret. Maybe I'm not. I just need some sort of affirmation that I am Margaret. Because no one's doing that for me anymore. So come on down and maybe it's Margaret. We got Margarets.
Hi, I'm Macy. That was my mom, Margaret. None of that's true. Please don't give her your money. I'm an adult. I've been a fully grown adult for like 27 years. I don't need to go to school. I don't play Kingdom Hearts. She pirated like one Skillshare class on being an independent businesswoman, and now she's doing this on every available radio wave. So whoever's uploading those to YouTube, if you could fucking stop it, because my mom's fucking watching them and now she's going crazy on podcasts, on fucking podcasts. Aidan, I have a question here for us.
Say that question right now.
This is a question that somebody sent to us at lorefolksubmissions@gmail. lorefolksubmissions@podcast.gmail. Aidan, what's our fucking email? I'm having a stroke.
I was just going to let you struggle. It's lorefolksubmissions@gmail.com.
lorefolksubmissions@gmail.com.
There we go. It doesn't need to be said a fifth time.
At what point does a fully known animal in an unexpected place become a cryptid, if at all? Does a use the fucking word hitherto. Does a hitherto unknown population or subspecies count as a cryptozoological? Stop sending us questions with all these words in them.
Listen, you know what? Hold on. No, listen to the perfect time. We're going to keep this in. Listen, question
Sorry.
asker. We appreciate you. We love you. I hate to make an example of you, but this is the reason why we often don't do viewer questions is because we're idiots and we're bad at reading things. And so the longer and more complicated words that you include in your question, no matter how juicy in a conversation it might spark, the more likely we are to just skip it because fucking reading that shit on air.
We can't discourage this. Send me a question with so many fucking delicious, chewy words. No, do it. It's a challenge now. I'll read the hard questions.
Maddie can have the hard questions. Don't expect me to read the hard ones. Just because I have glasses now, you think I can do that?
At what point does a fully known animal in an unexpected place become a cryptid, if at all? Does a hitherto unknown population or subspecies count as a cryptozoological in nature? Fuck. Is an escaped circus animal living in the vents of a Walmart a cryptid? Is any animal that is not currently visible a cryptid? Sort of, what's the fucking guy with the cat in the box? Shit.
Schrodinger?
Sort of a Schrodinger's cryptid. Pretend I got that in one.
You will, and it will splice together. That's your job. It'll sound real nice. So listen, I have an answer to this right away. Okay, and I gotta be honest. How you know something is a cryptid is whether or not that fucker's real freaky or not.
Interesting.
He's gotta be a freaky little boy.
Isn't that subjective? Because some people see cockroaches in their house and they think
Listen.
that's freaky, and I see a cockroach and I see a little friend, so...
Look, you see a cockroach with like glow sticks for legs and like a chupacabra face, you're gonna be like, that's freaky. That's out of the ordinary. That's not just like an ugly bug. That's not, I don't know, a big spider. That's like a freaky big spider. I know they're not supposed to come in that size.
So it has to be freaky to everyone.
It has to be a weird little weirdo.
All
It has to be weird. It has to be a weirdo. Okay, it's
weird.
not
It
normal.
has to wear a hat every day. That's so fucking weird.
It has to wear that funny little hat. It has to not take its normal pills. Like, that's what defines a cryptid, is whether or not it takes its normal pills in the morning.
Although I would say, so it has to be weird. We'll just baseline. It has to be weird. Not anything that you can't see just automatically becomes a cryptid. But I would say normal animal plus not being able to see it plus time sort of turns it into a cryptid. Like if the place you work or your apartment building has like a raccoon, right? That's like a fiend. And you never really see it, but you hear about it, and you hear it in the vents sometimes. At some point, that's going to become a cryptid, no?
No. Well,
What if he puts
hold
on a funny
on.
little hat?
If it lasts so long in the Walmart that it fuses to the vents, then
Right.
it's a cryptid. It can't just be a raccoon that's been here for a while. It has to somehow mutate or something and infuse with the Walmart.
Also, at some point, you have to think how long a raccoon's supposed to live anyway. And if it's been past that point, that's a cryptid right there for you.
The elder Walmart raccoon of Schaumburg, Illinois. Everybody knows that story. It's taken 17 children.
Do you think the children are still in there? They work for the raccoon?
They've also become one with the Walmart. You see,
Okay.
listen, this raccoon, he was getting real antsy in there. He's sort of like creating a hive mind family out of loneliness. And so he's taking children to be his kids. And they're just becoming one with the Walmart. They're kind of like infused with the walls of the vents. It's unsightly, to be
It's
sure.
called Walmart as a warning. If you get too close to the walls while you're shopping there, they'll get you.
It'll lick you up like that deer from Adventure Time and stick you to the wall.
Uh-huh.
Fucking uncultured swine here hasn't watched Adventure Time, but you people know what I'm talking about. The freak deer with the little hands, you know.
Well,
Anyway, that's the end of the episode. Don't worry about it, Maddie. Go watch Adventure Time, I guess. If you like what you heard, why don't you give us your fucking money? And subscribe to our Patreon, why don't you? You don't have to do that. I didn't mean to sound so mean.
subscribe
I
to our
didn't mean to sound so
Patreon.
aggressive.
Follow us on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Seriously,
Share
comment.
this stuff with people. We're but babes in the woods and we don't pay for any sort of advertisement, so if you want this thing to continue, share a podcast, share one of the YouTube videos, share an animation, whatever.
Yeah.
Do anything.
Tell your friends about it. Tell your friends who live in Schaumburg, Illinois. Say, hey, they mentioned that place on the show.
I escaped the Schaumburg, Illinois Walmart, and all I got was this lousy
This
t-shirt.
dumb t-shirt. I'm going to make those.
When we get merch, we're gonna start making those.
If you share the show with enough friends, we can make merch. That's not
Yeah.
a promise. That's a threat. All right. Tell your friends, have fun. Listen to the show and rate us on iTunes. It's my favorite place to get ratings. Really feeds the soul.
Yeah, Maddie, you live off those iTunes ones specifically.
I do. We haven't had one in a while, and my power's waning, you guys. I'm like the other mother in Coraline. Please
I need a new child.
give us your
A
iTunes
lot
rating.
of child murder in this episode. A lot of children being taken, infused to walls, consumed by cows. The lot.
Sorry. All children, I guess.
We'll make sure to make that a more regular feature of Lore Folk going
No.
forward.
No.
Via fan demand, we'll have more child murder jokes.
And send us your questions and cryptids
Send
and
us your
things
questions.
at lorefolksubmissions@gmail.com. We might actually read them. Yes. We're making an effort to actually use those. So send them. We'll talk about it, maybe. That's also not a promise, but that one's not a threat either. It's just me being wishy-washy.
All right, that's the end. Here we go. Hold on, I gotta get in my big Ace Ventura style cow.
Oh, right. Let me get back in a cow. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe if you're listening to this episode from the inside of a cow. Shout out to our patrons for all the support. We love you. If you'd like to support us as well and see your name here, you can hop over to our Patreon and join us for as little as $5 a month. You'll get access to episodes early, bonus content, and all sorts of other goodies.